This week on Inside Boulder News. A new process now lets independent voters participate in the upcoming primary elections. Community members are invited to attend the kickoff event of these two city projects. And OSMP moves ahead in its master plan process. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. Boulder County's primary election is just weeks away, which means voters will soon be getting their ballots in the mail. And now, thanks to a voter-approved proposition, unaffiliated voters or independent voters will be able to take part in the Colorado primary election. But you'll need to pay close attention to the new process to help ensure your ballot is counted. There are 93,000 unaffiliated voters in Boulder County, both active and inactive. And for the first time ever, voters who are not registered to a particular party will be able to turn in a ballot for the June 26th primary election.
That was a choice that the voters made in 2016 to allow unaffiliated voters to participate in the primary.
Starting in June, all voters will start receiving their ballots in the mail. However, unaffiliated voters will receive ballots for both the Democratic and Republican parties. Those registered with a specific political party will receive only one corresponding ballot.
It's very important, however, that you follow the voter instructions and vote only one of those ballots. We encourage all unaffiliated voters, again, to please select a preference.
When you receive your ballots in the mail, choose only one and fill it out. Afterwards, tear or write void on the ballot you don't use and dispose of it. Sending in two ballots will disqualify your votes.
And a key thing about selecting a preference, it has no impact on your affiliation going forward. You will still remain an unaffiliated voter and have the opportunity in the next election, primary election, to select either that same party ballot or a different party ballot if you'd like.
The Boulder County Elections Division asks that if voters already know which party's primary they want to participate in, that they update their voter registration by mid-May. For more voter and election information, please visit bouldercountyvotes.org. Boulder kicked off its Open Space and Mountain Parks Master Plan earlier this year. After analyzing over 1,500 comments and engaging with over 2,000 community members, OSMP has come up with 5 preliminary draft focus areas to help guide the city's management of open space and mountain parks over the upcoming years. You could say that OSMP was on quite the quest to get the community's feedback on their vision for open space.
We certainly worked hard to hear from the community. We reached people where they're at, where they relax, where they communicate with each other. We did online questionnaires. We really tried to do what we could to really hear what community members had to say about the future of their open space.
And thanks to the help of community members, the city was able to identify 5 draft focus areas for the OSMP master plan.
The development of these 5 draft focus areas looks to really kind of focus and maybe concentrate the work that we're looking to do over the next 5 to 10 years with an eye for the next 50.
The 5 draft areas include financial sustainability, enjoyment and recreation management, and ecosystem health. OSMP will share public feedback from the Draft Focus Area Questionnaire with the Boulder City Council and Open Space Board of Trustees to help inform a joint study session on Tuesday, June 12th.
We just want to thank community members for providing their input. Without them, open space really would not be the vision that it is today.
To view a detailed summary of what OSMP heard from community members and how staff used public input to develop the 5 draft focus areas, head on over to osmpmasterplan.org. The City of Boulder believes that neighborhoods should be safe and pleasant places to live, work, and attend school. That's why it designed the Neighborhood Permit Parking Program to balance the needs of those who work on Boulder streets, including residents, visitors, and commuters. But the program is currently in the process of updating. We spoke to Melissa Yates with Boulder's Community Vitality to learn more. The Neighborhood Parking Permit Program, or the NPP, was started in 1994. Each neighborhood in the program has public parking limits that are unique to the area and take into account the neighborhood's particular needs.
And here we are in 2017, 2018, and we're saying Boulder's changed. Access requirements have changed. All of our constituents have changed.
And to make sure the city is keeping pace with what residents' desires are regarding the program, it was time for an update.
So the main goal is to streamline process, make it balanced and fair for every user. maintain the neighborhood livability with the program, as well as create program efficiencies both in enforcement as well as how we receive and execute petitions for expansions and new zones.
The update is currently in its first phase of the process and is expected to conclude sometime this summer. During phase 1 of the project, city staff gathered community feedback and identified issues to tackle.
Example is having a more efficient process in permit renewal and permit application. Right now we're really requiring residents to come in with a lot of paper to prove they're a resident. We're hoping to automate that, and we've launched a project where we're going to have everything computerized.
This month, the upcoming Transportation Advisory Board will be a public hearing regarding a block face expansion and a new proposed parking permit zone that will ultimately be submitted to City Council for approval.
We are really excited about the update to the program because we feel that we're going to achieve our goals in creating a better program for our public.
To learn more about the NPP program, please visit the website seen on your screen. On Wednesday, May 16th, the city will kick off the area planning process for 2 city projects, the East Bookend and the Alpine-Balsam sites. Here's a sneak peek at what to expect at the kickoff event. At the kickoff event, community members can expect to learn more about the area plan process. One of the projects, the East Bookend area, is an area between Arapahoe Avenue, Canyon Boulevard, Broadway, and 14th and 15th Streets. This project comes after the completion of Phase 1 of Park at the Core enhancements, which were completed last November. The second project at the event will be the Alpine-Balsam site, which was purchased by the city in 2015. The area plan on this project will be based on the vision plan that was approved by City Council in 2017.
We would love to hear from community members to help us shape these areas. We're really looking for community input on what they want these areas to be, what they want these areas to feel like in the future.
The kickoff event will be held on Wednesday, May 16th at the Boulder Public Library. There will be an open house from 4:30 to 6:30 and a staff presentation beginning at 6:30 p.m. And big congratulations to the class of 2018. This week, hundreds of CU students walked across Folsom Field stage and received their diplomas during the Spring 2018 commencement ceremony. Multiple department recognition ceremonies will still follow, scheduled into Saturday, May 12th. Congratulations and go Buffs! Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.